Good morning, folks. I'm going to do a quick update today. I just paid for the In Dreama album. I just paid for the entire pressing. Waiting for the proofs, but I got the order. Um, when you put in the order, you wait, and then they process it, and then you get back and you get the estimate. So it's paid for. You know, boom. That's how I operate. So now I wait for the artwork proofs to come back, and the test pressings went out last night. So feel a little better. I'm a little fatigued from, but I feel better. In general, going out was helpful. I went out to see the band Washed Out. Um, Nick from In Dreama and Icky Blossoms got me on the guest list because we were supposed to play the show last night if we had been available, but Icky Blossoms played with them in Lincoln the night before, and that would have been insane for Nick because Icky Blossoms is playing in Denver tonight. So they're on the road now. Crazy life, crazy life. So if you happen to see this, Zach, I don't know where, but Icky Blossoms is in your town tonight. But anyway, hanging out with Nick and Sarah in Denver from Desaparecidos last night was fun. And one of the things I like about the music scene is the attention. Yeah, I do like it. Yes, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's fun. It's fun being recognized for the most part. It's fun and also a little crazy how people's perceptions of you change, and you see it in the way they treat you. There's a fun aspect, and there's another part of it where it's like, man, this is the shit side of fame because it's phony. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in being a fame monster like Lady Gaga. I like the game. I like being involved. I like the public. I like the aspect of being recognized and respected and liked for what you do. But getting caught up in the fake moment of fame is the thing that keeps you up at night and makes you crazy and makes you do drugs. I'm not into that. But anyway, talking to Nick and Sarah, I'm excited again about the In Dreama. I mean, I've been up and down like this, you know what I'm saying? But Nick is excited. I'm excited. It's really going to happen. Um, we're hoping that we can get things, the record in time, that this date that we have set for the show, which is the first week of September, hope it works out because due to Nick's double duty in Icky Blossoms, they are out all fall with Icky Blossoms on and off. They're out on tour through December. So we have to work around that, which is a little bit frustrating, as I said yesterday, but it's okay. It's good for everyone in the long run. So I feel better. That was fun. The band Washed Out were okay. I like the band, the record better. Now, I know that I have to be willing to take criticism because I give it out, so I do. And so here's my criticism. The band was good except for the drummer. The drummer wasn't up to the job. He didn't have enough sex in his beat. If you're going to play a beat for people to dance to, it needs to be sexy or it needs to be compelling. And the drummer's beat was flat. As I learned the hard way as a drummer playing with older jazz musicians when I was young. I remember one session I went to where I hadn't been playing drums very long under my dad playing jazz. And one of the players stopped me. I can almost think of who it was. Horn player. He grabbed my stick and said, "Man, you ain't gonna get no pussy with playing drums like that. You got to play them drums like you getting pussy. Ladies, please." That's what he said, and I learned a lot from it, which also has a lot to do with the difference between what I'm doing in other bands and Dereck. Dereck music is not a mating call. It's not about rock and roll. It's not about sex. It isn't. It is not about a mating call at all. It's not. Um, Drums are very important to me, though, absolutely. But I noticed that about Washed Out. They had a great sound, but the beat, the audience was not responding. They weren't dancing. They were watching. They were into it. But I could tell. And I mentioned it to Nick, and he said, "Yeah, you're right. It's just obvious. I just state things that are obvious. I don't mean to be a smartass or know-it-all. Saying things from experience. People respond, and women really respond to the bass and to the beat. And if the beat's right, your booty's gonna move. That beat was flat last night. And those songs deserved a good beat. Hanging out with Nick and Denver and Sarah from Icky Blossoms. That girl is crazy. I love her. I really do. It was fun, because we're just local people, but at the same time, we all have reputations, and so you get that. You're just hanging out, and then you get these pockets of people coming in, ooh, ah. And then there was a real fun moment last night I want to share. I was with Nick and Sarah, and some guy comes walking by in the Icky Blossoms t-shirt, the special edition where you had to buy the package. Now, of course, we know the routine of we other musicians where you're supposed to be cool and act like you don't even notice, I'm so glad that Nick and Sarah are still alive and into this, because we got like little kids on the playground, and it was so cool because he ended up walking by, going to the bathroom, and Sarah couldn't help herself. And she pointed at him, "Ooh, Sigil," and then he realized it was Sarah, and then he flipped. You know what I'm saying? It was so much fun. Yeah, that's part of the trip about the rock and roll lifestyle, and I will call it rock and roll lifestyle, even though I'm not specifically, playing rock music. But those are the little things about it that are satisfying and fun. Those are the little things that are satisfying and fun. Little update on what's going on with Dereck too. Mostly it's gone well. I've had one person get a hold of me whose album arrived broken. It's not my responsibility, but I sent him another record. Another person got a hold of me today and let me know the record came warped badly. He showed it to me in pictures. I can't send him another record. He says he's probably going to buy another record. If he buys another record, I've agreed I'll give him a single. It's one of the risks that I take, especially with this drought, crazy summer that we've been in. But I don't know. Yesterday I was online on and off all day, and some of the music that I showed my Rolling Stones Beggars Banquet. I'm not a Stones fan. I like this album though. This is a unique cover. It's been remastered. This is a remaster. I don't know what year this came out, but the conversations mostly on there and the camaraderie on there is mostly really fun, really fun. People were showing some Beatles records on colored disc, and so they were showing this really cool yellow Magical Mystery Tour, and I said, well, I got a boot of Pink Floyd like that, and it is a boot, but it's a beauty. Love that yellow. Made no purchases yesterday. No VC, nothing came in the mail. I tried to work on a beat that was sent to me by another VC member. Some people could call me a dilettante in that I really am more of a fan. I'm a musician, but I'm a fan. I'll spend as much time or more listening to music or doing something unrelated than to practicing or making music. And this person sent me a beat to work on or to try, and nothing came yesterday. And I actually felt a little intimidated by it because it's like, wow, this is all modern sounding and my keyboards are all old and stuff. And the first thing it made me think was I need to upgrade either some of my equipment or learn more about. I do need to learn more about modern electronic sequencing and stuff. if you, some of you people saw how I make my music here, you would be flabbergasted because I just honestly almost have no idea what I'm doing, especially when it comes to electronics, as much as I like it, you know. But anyway, I'm hoping to get back to that and try something with that. I'm looking to see if there's anything else here to show. Right quick, I'll show this. Sean, Babylon Seeker, was on last night asking people to show their favorite jazz record. I showed this. Joe Henderson, In Pursuit of Blackness. This is one of my personal favorite jazz albums. Joe Henderson is just excellent. This is a wonderful, vital, really alive session. Really alive. Really good. Really, really good. Alan Googe showed his Pop Revolution Underground compilation album from Germany. And you don't see them much, but his is a different pattern of colored vinyl, and I had never seen a different one, so that was cool. That happened on the YouTube vinyl community yesterday. Facebook, I should say. So anyway, these are kind of the things that are on my mind this morning. I'll spare you talk of politics and world affairs. I think you all know what my position is. And every time I hear the news, I just hear more to solidify my position of anger, hatred, disdain, and distrust for world leaders. So I'm going to stop here. I want to keep it short so I can get on my computer here this morning and see what's going on. Be well, everyone. Hey, you notice I keep forgetting to remind people to buy my record. I ain't into money, y'all. I'm into living.